right now, it looks a little bit like a homunculus who is going to open the giant mouth in his stomach and devour us all.
Yeah. Aesthetic. Welcome to Cat and Raven Designs. I'm Cat, they, them.
And I'm Raven, she, her. And happy launch day! It is the day of launching for Celestial Prism. If you are a patron or a channel member, you get to shop early on Thursday and get to see this video early. For everyone else, happy Friday, happy launch day. Let's do this. We're bringing you 4 soaps this collection, including this one, which is the final soap. All cat. What are we calling this one?
Cassiopeia.
And oh man, it smells amazing. Fragrance oil wafting up here. We got some really good scents. So we will go over all the soaps that are going to be available at the end of this video. In the meantime, let's get started.
You know who Cassiopeia is, right?
Vaguely remember.
The mother of Andromeda.
Oh, okay.
The queen that boasted that her and her daughter were prettier than the sea nymphs or the Nereids and pissed off Poseidon, whose daughter then was chained to the rock and rescued by Perseus.
Got it. I don't remember that in Epic the Musical.
I don't believe that one is in Epic the Musical.
No, it's not.
I believe Epic the Musical is the story of Odysseus and the Odyssey.
True. You want to talk about your design?
So this one is going to be a gradient. Because come on, did you really think I was going to let a collection go by where I didn't do a gradient? Of course not. It's going to have this little pretty little moon at the top, kind of partially sticking out, which I got my lovely little embeds for.
Mountain Pour?
Yep.
They look like teeth.
And then, I don't know if Raven's made it yet,
I haven't.
but it's going to have a stamp of the Cassiopeia constellation on the front. Our fragrance is Lemon and Myrtle from Nurture Handmade.
And this is another fragrance oil and essential oil blend. And your fragrance notes are top notes of lemon, orange, and grapefruit, middle notes of myrtle, lime, and florals, and a base of vanilla absolute, tonka bean, and sandalwood. Ooh. Personally, I think a very fitting fragrance for this design. It's got that sort of etherealness. It's got that soft but a little bit citrusy. Like it's hard to describe. I'm so bad at describing fragrances.
Hey, especially because this one's inspired by Greek mythology, because I lead heavily into the celestial on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So for our colorants, in here we will have Twilight, a little bit of Ultramarine, and Starry Night Enviro Glitter. Next we have Lollipop Mica in Fuchsia Enviro Glitter. And then lastly, we have Black Iron Oxide and Black Onyx Enviro Glitter.
I suppose it should not be a surprise that a celestial themed collection is just jam-packed full of glitter.
I even got more glitter for the top. We have Gold Hollow, Atomic Number 79. But wait, there's more. We got Gold Stardust and Simply Stardust.
All biodegradable glitters, of course.
I think it might be safety mode time.
It surely is safety mode time, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's make some soap. Woo! Probably won't need me very much, to be honest, because it's a gradient and you're pretty accomplished at those. You usually don't need me. But in the meantime, we have our base oils with the fragrance and the kaolin clay added already. And Kat is going to be adding in the lye water so it can do a little thing. Say it with us now.
Saponification.
Saponification. And that is the chemical reaction that will cause it to turn into bar soap. If you've been here a while, you can probably say that whole spiel with me. Find it funny, the idea that people would be doing that. I don't know, do any of you do that? So if you haven't seen us do a gradient before, the way that it works is that typically we start with one color and slowly add in other colors as we go. So where are you starting?
I'm doing less of these two, and it's going to be mostly the blue.
Okay, so where are you starting?
I'm going to
Like
start
what?
with the pink.
That's going to be the first color going in the mold?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going pink to blue to black.
Yeah. Pouring, I might just go straight this way, though, because I already know how much of the black I'm doing. Just barely any.
But pink's going to be the first color going in the mold.
Yes.
Okay. To be honest, I usually cut this part out because of this back and forth. I'm going to do a scrape. You just put soap batter right on your chest.
Oh, whoops.
One of the reasons Raven wears an apron. All right, here's our cat scrape check. Pretty cat-like. See, now you got me thinking about Epic, the musical. God, what a great project. Ugh,
Right?
I've listened to it so many times. I really, really enjoy it. I feel like I'm nervous to get involved in anything fandom related anymore, though. Like, especially after everything that went down with the Amazing Digital Circus. Like, I've been following that for ages, but I never really got into the fandom because I didn't really want to.
Oh, what happened with that?
Oh, just people were really upset with the finale, and people had been kind of heinous for a while. And the creator, Gooseworks, is just kind of over their own creation now. And like, I get it, they've worked on it for years, but also it just kind of sucks, when the fans are sort of ravenous and inappropriate a lot of times.
And heinous?
Yeah, and it just takes the fun out of a lot of it. I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good finale. It went where I thought it was going to go, and that's not a bad thing. I'm like nervous to get involved with most fandoms because there's a lot of behavior in fandoms I don't really care for, and I don't think that's a new problem. Like fandoms have been kind of heinous for a long time.
Yeah.
But I just I think maybe I'm just getting too old for it. I'm almost 40 now. I'll be 39 this year, and I just find a lot of that behavior outside of the wheelhouse I want to operate in. I don't know. Editing Raven here. I wanted to clarify something. I certainly don't mean to say that at nearly 40, I am too old for fandom or too old to enjoy or enter fandom. Not the point. The point I'm making is that some of the behavior that I see within fandoms, I am too old to be willing to put up with. You're never too old for fandom. You're never too old to enjoy things. I just want to be very specific about the types of behavior that I'm willing to hang out with in terms of the fandom space, okay? I love fandom. I just don't like some of the behaviors that some people in fandom do. It's certainly not everyone, to be clear, okay? Thank you. Like people getting all angry about Zeus. Like, yeah, Zeus has always been a piece of that's not new, guys.
Right?
But, some of that is looking at things from a modern perspective. And I don't know, I'm of the opinion that myths and things like that are meant to be living things and that they change, and to be super sticking to how things were isn't necessarily the best use of that myth. Same thing for people being like, well, in the original Odyssey, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't care. I'm not talking about the original Odyssey. I'm talking about Epic. Two different things. Let me just love Odysseus being a total wife guy, okay? That's what I want. Let me have this. Oh, you're gonna be just like that?
Yep.
Okay,
just
hold
like
on.
this.
Let me put everybody on their tripod. All right, here we go. Yeah, I have an idea.
What are you doing?
I gotta find a place I can plug it in. Hold on. It's David's paint vibrator.
Oh.
What if we push it up against the side of the mold? Will it vibrate it super flat?
I don't need it to be super flat. I just wanted to see if I needed to put what was left of the black in here.
Can I try it?
Try it.
Cool. I mean, it's definitely vibrating it, but I don't think it did anything.
I don't think it did anything either.
That's a bummer. I wanted it to do something. All right. I'm leaving y'all on the tripod for now because Kat has a bunch of final steps to do here.
Starting with the glitter. And bedtime.
All right.
Not at bedtime.
Oh. Okay. We'll give it a couple minutes then, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Hang tight. All right.
And bedtime.
Take two.
I want my loaf to be aesthetically pleasing, okay?
Well, speaking of aesthetics, the individual bars I'm sure are going to be really pretty. But right now, it looks a little bit like a homunculus who is going to open the giant mouth in his stomach and devour us all.
Yeah. Aesthetic.
It's looking a lot like gluttony. It's giving gluttony right now.
Aesthetic.
It's giving something. Well, with that, we have reached the midpoint of the video, which means it is time for your sacrifice to the algorithm gods in our name. If you're not already subscribed, make sure that you do so down below. Leave a like, leave a comment. Does this look like a homunculus? Yes or no?
Aesthetic.
Your reward for your engagement is a close-up at the top of the soap. Let's go. All right, there it is, flying in close to the teeth. Galaxy teeth? I don't know, like, definitely individual bars are gonna look rad, but right now, what a look. Oh. All right. Well, we're gonna let this set up overnight, and we will be back tomorrow to cut these down into bars. And in the meantime, if there's an ad available with YouTube, we'll let that run. And we'll see you in a minute. Bye.
Absolutely demented. Welcome back.
It's still creepy looking.
It's great, isn't it?
Oh, whoa. Okay, we're just jumping. Whoa, okay. No warning, no setup. Raven doesn't get a chance at all.
Hey, I didn't cut it. And you know me, I'm going to be like very particular.
Usually you like say something. You like to like lord it over me that your soap's creepy.
I just want to see what it looks like on the inside and see if my gradient did what I wanted it to.
I hope Vanya is cruel to you for once. All right, let's do this. God damn it. Every time.
Ooh, I got to do a thing. Well, because this one's going to be stamped, yeah?
Yeah.
So I need a little shimmer gold. Ooh, do I need shimmer gold? Or yeah, I need a little bit of shimmer gold. I need one of the lids.
The lids?
For like the little restaurant cup lids, because this is the one we're stamping.
I feel like this is an after the reveal behavior that you're doing right now.
I want it ready to stamp as soon as I'm done doing the first reveal. So then I can show off what it'll look like once they're all stamped.
Well, imagine do a couple of reveals first, because like pouring this in right now, it's going to evaporate. This is fantastic content. I have to cut like 5 minutes out. I was thinking you do your reveals and then do all this so I can turn the camera off.
Ah. I'm just going to be impatient because I really want to see what it looks like.
You know, this is the exact same amount of stuff you would have had to do anyway. This is not saving you any patience.
Okay. Now we reveal.
All right, let's go. Ooh, why is it spotty?
I don't know.
What happened? What happened? I mean, it's fine, because, like, it looks kind of like stars.
It's okay. But I want to see. So Raven made me a soap stamp. It's Constellation of Cassiopeia. I'm going to dip it in the gold over here. And then stamp the soap.
I don't know if this lid is going to accomplish as well as other options. We'll see. So the soap stamp, again, is something that I designed myself and 3D printed, like usual.
Oh, went a little deep.
Yeah, a little bit. I think your mica might be a little too wet.
Soap's a little softer than I thought it was too.
All right, so this one's from the end. Oh,
Ooh.
I don't know what happened there though.
Neither do I.
It was weird.
And like that white, that's got to be the Kaolin, but like I got that good.
Yeah.
Like before I even put in the mic or the.
It's just in the blue.
No, it's not, because there's some in the pink too, and the purple. I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's definitely not uncolored soap. It's gotta be kaolin clay. Huh. Okay, it does look a lot less creepy as individual bars than it did as like a big gaping space maw earlier.
Yeah, I figured as much. One more from this end, and I will attempt one more stamp.
All right, go for it. Yeah.
Nice.
Good canvas for stamp.
Yes.
So here is Kat's finished Cassiopeia soap versus the original mock-up. We were able to get a flow going, and we got all the soaps stamped, so they all have their constellation stamp with a little bit of gold mica in there. Looking fantastic. Definitely much, much better as single bars than it did as a loaf.
I miss the gaping maw.
I do not. Well, that is it for this month's collection. Yay, launch day! Here is a quick recap of everything we're bringing you in Celestial Prism. First off, of course, we have Moon's Blessing right here, and then we are following that up with Into the Umbra, and then Refraction from last week, and today's soap, Cassiopeia. Excellent. We are all ready to go for launch day. So if you want to pick up any of these soaps, we're going to have all 4 available. Plus, you'll save a little bit of money if you get the bundle, which has all 4 of them combined. Or, of course, you're more than welcome to grab them individually. They are limited, only 15 of each design. So make sure you snag them if you're looking at one and you feel like it would look good in your bathroom or you think, or your kitchen, wherever you keep it. Where do you all keep it? We have soap literally everywhere. We have soap coming out of our ears, so it's at everything that could possibly use soap.
So much soap.
So that is going to be it for today's video. And of course, a reminder to go check out our vlog channel if you want to see the behind the scenes stuff. And we're going to do a quick hydration reminder. Again, I don't have my water bottle. I left it at my mom's house. Boo. So I'm raw dogging it with a water glass. So go get your water though. It's too hot to not be drinking some water, okay?
Drink
Ready?
some poison with me. Water is poison.
It's not. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good job. 5-second sip. Your reward is a preview of next month's collection. The theme is My Circus. Should be fun. So we'll see you for August. We're taking off. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. And rounding it out with the test batch. Looks pretty bisexual.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.